All right, we're good. We're rolling.
We're rolling?
Welcome back to the Marvel vs. Godzilla series of reviews where we talk about the comic, etc. Got anything to say since the last episode?
I think we're in for a bit of a story.
Okay. Last time we talked about the Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Today we are talking about Godzilla versus the Hulk. Oh, we got to make a funny face for the thumbnail.
Oh, we do?
Okay, anyway. Did you make the same face as last time?
I don't know if I did or not.
So today we're talking about the Godzilla versus Hulk. First, spoiler-free review, out of 5.
Out of 5? Going into it, I was expecting higher things, but after reading it, I'd give it like maybe a 3.5. I think it was.
I'm sitting around a 3.5 or three. Maybe a 3, maybe a 4 out of 5. Did you like it more or less than Fantastic Four?
I think I enjoyed it a little bit more, just because it's more of recent ones compared to the earlier time frames of the Fantastic Four.
Okay. I think I liked it more, and I liked it less. So it narratively does some similar things to Fantastic Four, but it does a little bit more world building about what's going on in the world of comics and how they've integrated the kaiju into that.
Yes.
And so I like that more. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. Spoiler free. You got anything else?
Nah.
Actually, finally, I
you gotta show the cover.
Not a fan of the cover, honestly. This comic uses as the Showa era design, a Showa era Godzilla, specifically like post. Hold on, there's a specific frame. Now we're getting into the mild spoilers. This frame right here, so that should give you a pretty good idea of the suit they use. That's like post Mothra versus Godzilla design.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. We might have saw some other spoilers there, but now into the fully spoiler-tastic section. What did we do last time? We did a rundown of what happens in the comic?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so the short and the small. First of all, what's happening in the Marvel Universe right now?
At this point, this whole comic, it takes place during the Hulk's personal one, where Hulk is constantly being on the hunt by the army during this time frame.
Right.
So the army's trying to actively hunt down Hulk, but they're not aware that he's actually Bruce Banner at this time.
Right.
So Banner's working with them to try and catch he's working with the military to catch the Hulk, but in reality, he is the Hulk.
Right. Yeah, so the story opens up on Thunderbolt Ranch with Thunderbolt Ross. And actually, I believe in this continuity they mention offhand that they think they killed the Hulk.
Yes. In this continuity, they believe that the Hulk is dead and are later surprised when said character emerges from the supposedly death.
Yeah.
Because death is not a constant thing when it comes to Marvel Comics.
Yeah, never. So, yeah, it opens up on Thunderbolt Ross, and he's doing some interview at Thunderbolt Ranch, but then he's like, all right, guys, we got to get back to work. Killing Godzilla and all the other monsters. They kind of go through, like, a brief little thing. They're like, we've been killing monsters before, and we see this dude, Dr. Demonicus, there at Thunderbolt Ranch working with Bruce Banner. He's been incinerating monsters in this giant thing after they catch him and kill him. They directly mention that they've killed Fing Fang Foom and Surtur.
Yep.
Just the fastest possible summary you can give me who are Fing Fang Foom and Surtur.
So Fing Fang Foom, once Godzilla was pulled from Marvel Comics, they used Fing Fang Foom as the, hey, here's the character, but we're not going to delete everything from Godzilla's history. We're just going to try and retcon a lot of this stuff.
So basically everything that Godzilla did in the Marvel Universe, they were like, actually, that was Fing Fang Foom.
For the most part, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And Surtur?
Surtur is more commonly tied to Thor mythology.
I was going to say, it sounds very Norse.
Yes, it's the Norse mythology. He's the one that enacts Ragnarok, which is the supposedly death and rebirth of Asgard.
Right. Okay, cool. Okay. And he's a big giant monster? And
yeah.
Is he the one that appears in that one Thor movie where Hulk's like, but big monster?
Yep, that is Surtur.
Okay, cool. So in this one, the Thunderbolts have developed a weapon to mind control some kaiju, and they use it to stick Kumonga, the big spider dude, and they make it attack Mothra. This is all a ploy to draw out Godzilla, and lo-de-do, it works. Mm-hmm. On the previous page, I don't know, Demonico is like...
Yeah, Dr. Demonicus.
Dr. Demonicus, my bad.
Well, he's not really commonly known because his last appearance throughout the comics was back in like the early 2000s during the New Avengers breakout run.
Gotcha.
But he is actually an original Marvel Godzilla villain, appearing in Godzilla issue number 4.
Really?
Yes.
That is fascinating. I didn't know that. So what's his like thing?
Great monster, try and take over world.
Okay.
And
classic stuff.
It eventually took Godzilla and S.H.I.E.L.D. coming to an understanding to defeat Demonicus.
Okay. So why does he talk about, he's like, look at what this war has cost me. My body has been destroyed on this fight. I'm a monster, Dr. Banner. You don't know what that's like. Why? What's wrong? What happened to his body?
He commonly went through a lot of... He supposedly died during the events of the West Coast Avengers... Or during the West Coast Avengers run when he tried to recruit the Pacific Overlords. And they went into a battle and he supposedly died during that time.
So you think that his death was actually grievous injuries that trashed his body?
Yes. Because they revealed that he actually survived that supposedly death.
Okay. Cool. That's interesting. Anyway, they show Banner in green in that panel because, you won't believe what he's got in store. Anyway, it works. Godzilla rolls up and they're like, all right. Thunderbolt Ross is like, open the silo. And he like jumps out of a plane into the silo for some reason because he's a crazy man. He could have just been waiting there. Whatever. They open this giant hangar.
He turned himself into a Hulk at some point, so crazy is...
It's true. It's his middle name.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. Let's go. Launch. And what comes out? 2 motherfucking 75 Mecha Godzillas. All right? But they're a little different. As you can see, they don't have the MG on their arm, and they have this big glowing thing in their chest. Instead, they have the Thunderbolts logo, which, bit of an aside, I think that would be a fun custom figure to make. It'd be pretty easy.
Well, I mean, the Thunderbolts were named after Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah, but no, normally his little shoulder thing, that's just like a stylized MG for Mecha Godzilla, or when he becomes Mecha Godzilla to its MG2.
Gotcha.
They show up. One of them immediately gets blasted in the face.
Yep.
They're directly in suits. Thunderbolt Ross offhand mentions, well, first of all, he's got the mind control thing in there. This feels like an homage to an Iron Man pose.
Mm-hmm.
The way he's doing the thing with the hand. They attack Godzilla. One of them takes a beam to the face, and Banner's like, whew, it's so hot in here. Thunderbolt Ross offhand mentions, he's like, Tony Stark sure did a good job helping us redesign these. Too bad he got killed by Godzilla. Apparently he was dead at this point in the original timeline as well?
I believe this one goes into a line where there was the supposedly death of Tony Stark, in which War Machine is the one that pops in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Rhodey takes over for Iron Man because the world still needs an Iron Man after his death.
Right.
And so that's the reference of he's dead for a bit, War Machine comes in, it's eventually revealed that Tony,
faked his death?
Kind of, yeah.
Or did he die and come back?
I think it's a fake.
Okay.
I think it was a fake out. Because he's done that a couple times.
Interesting. Huh. Anyway, so they use the mind control on Kumonga and the 2 Mecha Godzillas to start fighting Godzilla. It's not going well. Godzilla rips the arm off one of the Mecha Godzillas. He starts basically whooping them. This is not working, even now that they're upgraded. They are actually in the machines, by the way, in case you're wondering. And then they're like, Thunderbolt Ross is like, God, he's like, Demonicus, Dr. Demonicus, it's going bad. You said you had a plan B. Do whatever you need to. Demonicus is like, finally. And he busts open his giant monster disintegrator, which turns out it wasn't a disintegrator. What is this black goop coming out? That's right. You guessed it. Hedorah. The smog monster. This time in this continuity, he's actually made out of the recycled parts of all of the dead monsters they've killed, including but not limited to... Oh, it just says Fing Fang Foom on down. It's implied that they've killed a lot of monsters, but they don't specifically mention any. This is probably a rights issue. Hedorah joins the fight. Godzilla starts fighting it. And then Banner hulks out.
Mm-hmm.
Because, why?
Because he couldn't get out of...
Oh, he was getting crushed.
He was in the other Mechagodzilla suit.
Right, but I know that, but I was like, why did he hulk out? It's because Godzilla got knocked onto one of them. He's about to die, and instead he hulks out.
Yep.
And then he jumps out. He starts throwing hands with Hedorah, and everyone's like, oh, Dr. Banner, you were the Hulk all along?
It's not necessarily that. It's more of the Hulk's alive because everyone believed the Hulk was dead.
That's true. But
Because
also,
they still don't know that it was Banner yet.
how could this be possible? If the Hulk was Dr. Banner, I wonder who we buried in that grave. By the way, that felt like a loaded line.
Yeah, because
Who was in that grave?
well, I don't think that's an original one. I think that's an original to this story.
Oh, okay.
Because when they believe that they killed the Hulk, Banner had buried a body.
Okay. Who was the body?
They never established.
That's crazy. It's weird that they bring it up and then
Well, because
they
it
don't explore
it
that.
was in the exposition at the beginning.
I guess, but
In the
no, but
text
no. At
bubbles.
this point, he's like, it's weird that Demonicus specifically goes out of his way to mention burying a body, but they don't say who it was because they don't say who. Okay, all right, review time. Excuse us a moment. I think it even be before this. Exposition about how Banner learned to control his temper.
Describing this fight. Maybe they didn't. They just.
No, I don't think they did.
Huh. All right.
We both read this comic, but we both skimmed it right before this video too, and even still. Anyway, Hulk starts throwing down with these two. Double eye punches Hedorah, which, I mean, hilarious, quite funny. Then Hulk is turned around and he's like, "I hate Thunderbolt Ross," but he saves him, and then he's like, "I'm gonna go fight the monsters again."
There it is.
Oh, what?
Bicycle Boy Rick Jones.
If you're still alive. Oh, yeah, I see.
So Rick was his sidekick during the early phases of him becoming the Hulk. Because Rick Jones is the one that ran onto the Gamma test site, trying to do like a prank thing, as the original Gamma bomb was dropped.
Okay, so what? Did
And
Banner go out
Banner-
there to save him and
yeah.
took all the radiation?
Banner pushed him out of the way and took the blunt of the of the blast.
So why was Jones? Was Jones dead or was he playing dead in this for this situation?
Jones was the one that was buried.
But was he actually dead or was he faking and in on it?
No, he wasn't in on it.
So he was just dead.
Yeah,
How did he die? What happened?
but it's the
We don't know. Okay, okay, I see. So it's
They were just trying to connect Rick Jones into
Gotcha.
into this timeline.
okay. Anyway, they start throwing down. Godzilla's losing to Hedorah. Hulk jumps in there, punches Hedorah, but then he's like, "Wah!" because Hedorah's toxic. He's made out of smog. In the original movie, when he flies over, people just fall on the ground and all their flesh melts off their bodies.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty horrifying. Now Dr. Demonicus is like, "Hulk, you idiots, you can't comprehend what I've created." Hulk and Godzilla start throwing down again. Let's see, something...
and then Hulk gives his blood to Godzilla.
Right, for some reason... It's because, Godzilla's losing to Hedorah. That's what it is. Godzilla's losing. Hulk, plugs him into a giant power line, spills some of his blood because he's all wounded from punching Hedorah into Godzilla, and then Godzilla hulks out.
Hulkzilla.
Yep, we now get Hulkzilla. Now it's Godzilla's turn to smash, and then he throws down. Atomic Breath is now green. We get... Honestly, I don't love the Hulkzilla design, but this frame's kind of hard. And then they obliterate Hedorah, who they also go out of their way to talk about its existence as a tragedy. And then all of the goop falls in and kills Dr. Demonicus.
Yep.
Hulk and Godzilla face off against each other, and then both just pass out.
Yep.
What happens after that? How do they clean up? They both wake up. Godzilla leaves. Thunderbolt Ross rolls up and is like,
Points a gun at Banner.
yeah. But then Godzilla turns around and is like, and Hulk's like, "I wouldn't make that guy angry." And Thunderbolt's like, "I guess I won't kill you." Which I feel like we'll come back to that. I feel like that the gun wouldn't have worked on the Hulk on Banner anyway. The second he got shot, he would have just hulked out, right?
Yeah, he would have either hulked out or Hulk would have, if it was
Hulk would have turned and stopped the bullet.
stopped the bullet or spit the bullet out.
Yeah. I stopped because we get this one little frame hinting at Hulk, Thunderbolt Ross hulking out himself because he's starting to crush the gun.
Yep.
But they don't go into that.
No, they don't.
And
Because
then
that's the end.
that's the end of the comic. Yeah. So that's the comic. We ran through it. I thought it was overall not bad. It is a bit of a bummer to me that they ultimately went for the whole we're fighting Godzilla and then doing a team up. That's what they do every time.
Yeah, and even then, with what we got with Hulk and what we got with Fantastic Four, is that he combines ability, like he combines
That's
with
true, yeah.
another Marvel hero.
Yeah, it copies and no, it
Yeah.
wasn't. It wasn't. Oh no, Godzilla did get power cosmic right from Silver
Surfer.
Yeah.
So he got this power cosmic in the Fantastic Four, and now he gets the gamma energy from Hulk. What's next?
Yeah. Well, Spider-Man, okay, he's gonna get spider powers. I've read the comic. We'll get into that in a second. Anyway, overall, pretty good. If you're a Hulk fan or like a hardcore Godzilla completionist, pick it up.
Yeah.
If you're a casual fan of either, I would pass. I don't love this cover.
If you go to the end, actually,
we can look at the alt covers.
Yes, at the ending right here, these were all the old covers that were released throughout.
I'm a fan of this one. This one goes kind of hard.
Yeah, they did that one like line wide. So each one they did one similar to that.
The pinup, the poster, yeah.
The pinup ones, yeah. This one I believe was actually foiled. So the Godzilla blast
is shiny.
Yeah, it had a shiny reaction to it.
I like the Jet Jaguar one, but Jet Jaguar does not appear in this comic.
No,
so
that was more like the homage ones that they ran throughout.
I guess. Anyway, overall, I can't really recommend picking this one up. Although, I mean, at this point, it's a collector's item. It's not on shelves anymore. I guess we're a little late.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Just a little late.
Anyway, can't recommend picking it up. But it's worth a read at some point if it comes across here, whatever. Mm-hmm. And we'll see you guys in the next one of the series. Any closing thoughts?
I think I have mine all covered.
Cool. All right. There we go. Next time we talk about Spider-Man.